Can we talk about how this is exactly what I looked like in high school? Let's just all take this in for a minute, because it's weird. I wanted to do a disclaimer really quickly. I really wanted to film this video, but my only fear with a video like this is that people will be like, oh, you look better with hair, or I don't like you with hair, or like it starts some sort of debate, which I don't really want to have. I prefer my hair short and it's my hair, that's why I wear it that way. However you feel is totally okay. Let's not debate whether you like me with or without hair. Deal? It makes me miss it a little bit, to be honest with you. Because, like, look how much of my face is covered right now. Like, I could have breakouts anywhere and, like, half your face is covered. So, a little background is that I was not allowed to wear makeup until I was 16 years old. So, that was grade 10 for me. So, I was just getting into makeup in high school. I grew up in a really strict house, but it's all good. So I went and bought some of the products that I actually used in high school. It was a trip even buying these because it just, like, there's just so many memories. Like, how do people handle these bangs? Okay, so I used to start every morning, wash my face, and then I would use the CoverGirl Clean foundation. It just looks like this. That's all it's called, is the Clean foundation. It was the very first foundation. My mom came with me to buy it, so I got it and my sister got it, and that's what we used when we were in high school. I only had like 3 brushes when I first started makeup, so I used to use one of these types of foundation brushes. If you can use one of these, like, you have skill, because I mean, they work. I use it for other things now, but to try and put your foundation on and not get it streaky is just, I can't imagine. Oh yeah. If you've ever used the Clean line of this foundation, it, like, the smell of it is like, smells like a cleaner that you use in your house, and it, like, literally brings back so many memories. So I would just put this all over my face, like, yeah girl, slay. But again, like, I don't know how people use this kind of brush. It just is making streaks, and how do you not get this in your hair? And in high school, I wanted to look flawless. Like, I didn't want to see my freckles. I didn't want to see anything that identified me. Like, oh yeah. Yeah, this is bringing it back for me. What type of girl? Let's talk about who I was in high school. I was, well, in my first year of high school is when I met my husband. And, like, we didn't start dating until the summer, until I was almost in grade 11. And then he introduced me to all of his friends. So grade 11 was a great year because I was, like, going to house parties, and I was like, I had friends. I thought I was cool. This is what I did with my hair every day. And then come grade 12, Junior graduated with all of his friends, and so I had nobody when I was in grade 12. So in grade 12, all my breaks and all my lunches were spent in the library doing homework. Because, yeah, I don't know, friends are hard. High school and friends, just, it was a rough time for me. Like, I wouldn't go back to high school for anything because girls are very mean, and it wasn't always easy, that's for sure. Okay, then I would go in with the Cover Stick Concealer by Maybelline. It looked like this. When I started wearing makeup, I was 16, and I loved makeup. Like, I loved it. And my mom didn't wear a lot of makeup, and neither did my sister. I was, like, the only person that wore a lot of makeup or wanted to wear makeup or learn about it. So I used to always do their makeup when I was young. I didn't use a brush because I didn't have one. I would just blend this in with my finger. This concealer is a lot better than what I remember it to be. Okay, from here I would do blush. I remember this, and I had a blush just like this, and it came with one of these little brushes. So I picked one up because I was, like, reminiscing hard. Oh, this is good, guys. Before anything, I would take this little brush that it came with into my blush, just, you know, as messy as I could make it. And I would do it on my carpet. Oh gosh. I would do my makeup sitting down on my carpet right in front of a little mirror, and I ruined the carpet. Like when we moved out, and we were only renting that place, when we moved out, my parents were like, we hate you. So I would take this and I would just pop her on my cheeks. I had really dry skin. Sometimes I still do, but in high school my skin was so dry, like not oily whatsoever. So dry that I wouldn't set my face with anything. Like I didn't use any powder whatsoever. By the end of the day, I literally had no makeup on. All right, so I would just, yeah, girl. I really liked the look of like pink cheeks. Like I was like, pink cheeks are where it's at, you know? And because when I, because when I went to school, I mean like sleep was precious. So like I didn't have a lot of time in the morning. I did not put eyeshadow on. All I would do, and why I thought this was a good idea, I don't know. But I would just take this on my finger and I would just put it on my eye. Because nothing says cute like just a wash of pink eyeshadow. Okay, from here I would bronze my face. I had this huge bronzer from Winners is what I used to always use, but obviously I can't find that now. So I'm just going to use the Wet n Wild one, because the Wet n Wild contouring palette one, the Caramel Toffee, it has the same red undertones as this bronzer had that I used in high school, and yeah. So the only other brush I had was like a brush that kind of looked like this, and I would just, you know, dip her in there. And then I would bronze, but I would just kind of bronze everywhere. Okay, so with my eyeliner, I mean, not much has changed from when I was in high school, because every day I did a wing. Just my wing has, you know, gotten a lot better over time. The only one I ever used, I used this until I literally was like 22. It's the Lineworks liquid eyeliner, Maybelline waterproof. I used this for so long. It's actually a really good eyeliner. The only problem with it for me is that throughout the day it would get gray, like it would turn like a gray kind of color, which I can't not stand, but it doesn't budge. So what I would do instead of doing like a full wing is I would just kind of start on the on the outside, and then I would just wing this just a bit. Yep, there it is. Yeah, so this is what I would do. I never touched my eyebrows. I always just left them. Because I didn't wear eyeshadow, I wouldn't put anything under my eyes. I would just take, because at one time when I was like 13, walking by Mac, she was saying if you put darker on the outer corner, it opens your eyes, which is true. But the way I did it was I would just take my eyeliner and just line the outside of my bottom lash line. So I just put a line there, and then I would just smudge it out. Yeah. So I never touched my eyebrows. I also never touched my lips. I didn't even own lip stuff other than like chapstick. So I just kind of, you know, chapstick it up on my lips. And I would put mascara on. And that's all I would do. Yep. Yep. If you need a little up close and personal, this is it. This is what I did. There we go. That's all I would do. Whoa. I don't know how people film with hair. I really have no idea. Anyway, this is Gabby in high school. It's really not that bad. I mean, because I didn't touch too many products. Hope you guys enjoyed this and seeing what I really looked like in high school, hearing a little bit of my high school experience. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Holy, hair is annoying. It's so hot. How do people live like this? This is like crazy to watch. Dun, 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 dun. Like, oh. When I first take it off, it's like shocking because you just seen me with hair. Like, this is shocking. It looks like I just shaved my head.